Okay, so it's Wednesday, March 9th. It's 9:05 in the morning back at Wade Creek. Haven't been fishing in 24 days, which is the longest stretch I've had idle since last year. So I'm just looking at the south, and there's a lot of exposed rocks, but not as much as before. Right, so there's a lot of exposed rock, but it actually seems less exposed than it was last time I was here. So I think there's some sand being deposited along the south side. Energy swell's around 250 today. Swell height is supposed to be like 3 feet. And I'm coming at outgoing low tide. 9:05. I think water depth is around 3 to 4 or 5 feet. And low tide is at 11:30 at 1.2 feet. So it's still going to drop another 3 or 4 feet. So I'm looking at wave action, and actually right at the mouth, it actually looks pretty good. So I'm going to try a few casts here, start working my way north, and just see what happens. But man, it sure feels good to be back out here again. Reason I haven't been out as much lately is because conditions were kind of gnarly. I'm not coming out in the mornings anymore when it's below 40 because my fingers just don't work. It's not worth it to me. So I'm just being a little more picky this year than last year. But the next 3 or 4 days actually look pretty good. Yeah, breaking waves should look really, really good. Man, wave action looks really, really good. All right, see how it goes today. I'm not here very long. Next 3 or 4 days, I plan on coming out again at least 1 or 2 more times. Okay, one thing I always forget about coming at low tide is that there's a lot more holes exposed. And so you got to be careful where you wade, because you can drop off, you know, just about a foot. You probably can't see it here, but this is a pretty sharp drop off, and I'm just following the sandbar to make sure I don't go too deep. First cast was a dud, basically because I was too far out and couldn't reach the waves. So I'm gonna head a little more north where I can get closer to the crashing waves. But man, there are some deep holes here. The benefits of coming at low tide is you can see the structure where you fish. So what I see right now is that there's a pretty big trough right in front of the trees. It looks too shallow right now, but if you come at high tide, and again, high tide, when it's at 8 feet, you're pinned up against the cliffs. So you're kind of casting into this trough area. And again, I've had very good luck right next to the trees and north of it at high tide. I just wasn't able to come at high tide. High tide's been like at 5 in the morning and like 5 at night. So, you know, so it hasn't been very conducive to fishing times for me. All right, so I just moved up to the north, and I'm going to be much closer to the waves right here. So catching conditions actually look really good right here, because all the crashing waves are very close and within casting distance. So let's see how it goes. And 250, yeah, it's not bad at all today. So I'm just a little bit north of the mouth of the creek. This will be my second cast. Okay, so fishing conditions are, it's about 47, 48 degrees. There's a really slight breeze, maybe 1 to 3 miles an hour. It's a little chilly though in the air, but otherwise it's pretty pleasant. And you know, with energy being 250, yeah, it's very, very small today, but you can stand in the water, not have to worry about getting knocked down. Okay, as far as catching conditions, I don't usually come at outgoing low tide. I usually like to come at either peak low tide or peak high tide, and lately it's been peak high tide or around high tide. And again, the timing of the tides right now is either very early in the morning or really late in the afternoon, which doesn't fit with my schedule. So I'm just out here trying to get my feet wet. Got a bite, and I'm pretty sure I got a fish. Oh yeah, it's fighting really well. Oh, I just lost, oh, maybe the waves brought it in. Second cast though, been here like 8 minutes. Yeah, I still got it. And oh man, this is a nice red tail. Can't even bring it up with my rod, but this is a nice red tail. I don't know if you can see it. Top hook, natural sand. But man, what a nice fish. I'm psyched. First fish in 24 days. Oh yeah, because it fills my hand, and whenever it fills my hand, I know it's a big fish. But that was a good bite. And the fight wasn't all that great until at the end. Yeah, this is a 14, nope, let's see, 13 3/4 incher. So second cast, 13 3/4 incher. Man, what a nice fish. All right, I'm a happy camper. So I'm thinking tidal height's about 3 feet now. There it goes, go that way. Yep. Okay, so I've been here about 20 minutes. This is cast 5. Got my fish on number 2, and then nothing on 3 and 4. So I'm starting to move a little bit, but the wind started picking up in the last 10 minutes. And so now there's a pretty steady breeze. I'm guessing about 7 to 8 miles an hour. And it's pretty chilling. So I think I'm gonna bag it here pretty quick. Yeah, it's starting to get unpleasant fishing conditions because of how chilling the wind is. So we'll see how it goes, but probably another 5 or 10 minutes. Got a bonus catch here. We got a crab. It's a male. I'm pretty sure it's not illegal though. But first crab in a long time for me at Moolak. Yeah, it's too small anyway. But all of a sudden my line got really, really heavy. So that was cast 5. Yeah, so that was cast 5. Been here now just short of a half an hour. A couple more casts and I'm leaving, man. It's getting a little chilly here. Cast 6, right after I got my crab. Got a bite. Don't know if I got the fish though. I was messing with my camera. I think I still have it. So this would be cast 6, second fish. Yeah, I think I got something. Yeah, it's another red tail. Yeah, so second fish and 6 casts. And this one's a decent one again. Top hook natural, and my middle bait is gone and my bottom bait is torn in half. So I didn't even feel those other bites, but action's not bad today. I'm surprised, to be honest with you. And I'm right next to the mouth of the creek right now. Fish. And see, this one is roughly 11 3/4. Yeah, it's 11 3/4. Okay. Now, I was just about ready to leave. Wind's died down a little bit, so I'm gonna rebait and try a couple more casts here. So this is a cast right after my fish, and I'm getting bites. Didn't get them right away, had to pull it in. Now they stopped. But action's been pretty good today. I'm kind of surprised. I was expecting very little. So I'm pleasantly pleased. All right, let's see if I can get one more before I leave here. Getting bites again. Missed it though, shoot. This time I only cast it about maybe 3/4 of the way because I've been having to pull in. And I still had to pull in a little bit of ways to get my bite. But that bite's now on 6, 7, and 8. So action's pretty good. Even though I'm leaving pretty soon. But yeah, this is a pretty nice action day. Getting a little chilly again because of the wind, but yeah, this really surpassed my expectations for catching today. So again, that was cast 8. Been here now 42 minutes. Okay, so that was cast 8, and you can see all 3 baits have been chewed up because I just freshly rebaited on the last cast. So I'm going to throw it out there again. It's funny because I only felt one tiny bite. Okay, so this is cast 9. On cast 7 and 8, I had to rebait all 3 hooks each time. So, you know, again, action is pretty good right now. I think one more cast and then I'm leaving though. My fingers are not working. It's taking me a long time to rebait. And I'll just come back in the next couple days. But man, what an awesome day. Had bites on 6, 7, and 8. No bites, but I also noticed that the waves are being pulled out. It's getting really shallow here. So this is cast 9. I'm going to do one more cast after this and leave. So of course, as I'm leaving, you know, the sky's starting to turn blue. The sun's coming out from behind the clouds. So it's going to be really pleasant here in about another hour if the wind doesn't pick up anymore. But it's starting to become a really beautiful day out here. Okay, so decided to take cast number 11 because I'm right next to the mouth of the creek and I got a bite right away. So I'm definitely going to quit on this one. So this is number 11, cast number 11. Had nothing in 9 and 10. And it's a tiny red tail. Again, top hook, natural color worm. All 3 of my fish have been on the top hook, natural color worm. This one's a dink though. Okay. Oh man, he's bleeding too. Let's get him back in the water. Shoot. 9 inches. I swam away. Hopefully he'll be okay. All right, so that was cast 11. I'm going to quit on that note. Okay, so that was cast number 11. Been here an hour and 5 minutes. Let's see, got nothing on 1. Got my 13 3/4 on 2. No action on 3 and 4. Got my crab on 5. Got my 11 3/4 inch red tail on 6. I got bites on 7 and 8 where I had to rebait all 3 hooks both times. Nothing on 9 and 10. And then I took cast 11 just as I'm heading out because I was right at where you go to the parking lot, and got my 3rd fish, which was about 9 inches. So, you know, overall action was pretty good today. I expected very little action since it was outgoing low tide, but you know, surprise, surprise. So I had most of my action just south of the trees. I actually was going to quit because of the wind and how cold it was, but now you can see the sun's coming out, blue skies. I mean, man, what a gorgeous day. And again, I just got a fish on my last cast, so I'm sure a lot of people would stay, but I'm going to be coming out here soon again. So overall, what an awesome way to come back after missing about 3 weeks. So I'm definitely looking forward to coming back next couple of days. Okay, so that's it for today.